going on? Thanks for clicking on the video. Today I wanted to do a showcase of my rank 5 SIG 200 Doctor Strange. I will be using the Scarlet Witch relic. It's not very ranked up, but it will manage for now. First things first, Strange's kit looks intimidating, and that's because it is. So starting off at SIG 200, you put 3 placebos on them at the start of the fight. Whenever you get yourself an Arcane Fang, you get a chance to get another, and you'll also inflict Neutralize. Biggest thing is he regenerates 3.5% of his power per second. Your Arcane Arsenal is your blue mode. That's where you'll regenerate a lot of your health on well-timed blocks, and also place a Nullify on them after your Special 1, or Special 2 for that matter. Whenever you Nullify a buff, you gain an Arcane Fang. You have a passive Heavy into your combo, and you can use that for a Heavy. But if you hold it, that's how you switch the spell. But if you don't want to do that particular special at the time, while holding your Heavy, double tap on the left side of the screen, and it'll consume a bar of power and give you 3 Arcane Fangs. Your purple mode, you essentially get 100% extra ability accuracy, and an extra placebo, which means another extra Arcane Fang. Get 100 Arcane Fangs, swap to orange mode, and do big damage. Really, really good against Cosmic Defenders, but speaking of Cosmics.
Jesse! Jesse!
So starting off, I want to do an Alliance War showcase. This is a Node 40 Maestro. If I do 5 or more well-timed blocks, I'm going to get a Soul Barb on me. He will evade both basic attacks in a row. Oh, and when he's dashing forward in his first light or medium, he's immune to stun. So off rip, I'm throwing my specials in my blue phase, not because I need the regen or anything like that, just because I want to place that passive Wither on him. And then I read something about being immune to stun, and I just didn't even want to risk spell chaining. Do my SP3 here for the Fate Seal. I do mess up in this fight a good bit. I believe I get hit by the last hit of Maestro Special 1 a couple times. Right there, you just saw it. But a whole majority of this fight is just nullifying every buff that Maestro is getting, converting it into power, and then building my Arcane Fangs. Once I'm over 50 Arcane Fangs is when I can start doing some real damage. Trying to avoid well-timed blocking as much as I can. I can only do it a little bit for the regen. A little bit back there, mid-combo, I held my Heavy to swap over to my orange mode, which is where you do more damage, hence the little Fury icon. A useless well-timed block, just give me a Soul Barb, and a last hit by a Special 1. It's okay that we do a Special Intercept, basically, and close out the fight. Alright, that was Node 40 Maestro. Now we're going to be moving on to some Everest content. I wanted to do Doctor Strange by himself against Necropolis Odin. There you go with the 3 placebos at the start of the fight, and I take all his buffs and turn them into power. I did an SP1 for the Wither, just because this footage is sped up a good bit, but I start spell chaining here and swap over to my Nullify mode. My Nullify mode, so I can get extra placebos to make my ramp faster. Knocking Odin down is giving him Odin Force, which is essentially just giving us power, so I'm going to swap over to my orange mode here and start doing some damage. Nullifying a lot of his buffs. There's reverse controls immediately after he uses a special, but it doesn't really matter because we're not using our mediums. We're just throwing specials at the opportune time. So right here, I don't want to throw my special 3, so I double tap into my block while I'm holding the Heavy, and that brought it down to a special 2 and gave me 3 more Arcane Fangs, but it doesn't matter. We're at a full ramp. After this special, I'm going to try to swap over to the orange mode almost immediately. Not bad damage at all. It was relatively good.
But it can be better.
So I'm bringing in team-ups. Personal damaging effects gain 499% duration. Stark Spidey, you get 40% more Nullify ability accuracy. Infamous Iron Man, your special 1 is going to have 40% attack rating. And then Kushala, your special 3 just gives you an Amplify. I skipped the ramp up. We're at 100 Arcane Fangs, and we're swapping over to the Fury mode. Throw the Relic, and we are doing significantly more damage to those Cold Snaps, and then those Incinerates are lasting a lot longer. The power gain was crazy because of the 40% ability accuracy on the Nullify. Doctor Strange has really good team-ups. The entire gameplay loop is throw your special, dodge their special, spell chain, mid-combo to what you need, throw your special again, repeat. Learning this character and his kit were kind of a pain, but it was definitely the most rewarding experience. I usually always solo Maestros in Alliance War, and by no means do I have like crazy skill or anything like that. Doctor Strange is just good in almost everything I use him for. Questing, Alliance Coliseum, Alliance War, Alliance Quests. Sometimes when I'm driving, I'll just put him on my team and I'll put the game on autoplay. And he's my highest ranked character, so the bot uses him for every fight, and within 5 minutes it's done. I'm also just lazy and don't want to do my dailies. Long form, short form, use this character and everything. I love him, except as a defender. I don't use him as a defender because he's definitely a much better attacker. I know a lot of people are saying they have like Mystic fatigue right now. Not me though, y'all stay safe. I love my Ghost Rider, Madeline Pryor, Doctor Strange, and hopefully Agatha Harkness here soon. Strange is fun to play, Madeline's fun to play, Ghost Rider's great. I just got Ghost Rider yesterday, so if you want to, leave a like and a comment on the video, I can possibly get a showcase out for him, just like this one. Here I do the spell chain, reduce my power, And I get my special 1 back because the Odin Force buff was nullified. I genuinely cannot recommend this character enough to anybody. Playing a max ramp Sig 200 Doctor Strange feels like it's cheating sometimes. That being said, if you have a Doctor Strange, I highly urge you to learn his kit. One of the most rewarding champions, I assure you. The gameplay loop is throw your specials and keep them in the corner. But as you can see, we're doing a large amount of damage with the cold snaps and the incinerates. I'm trying to only throw my special 1 here just to keep the longevity on those debuffs. And also the attack rating from Infamous Iron Man on our special ones. Oh, also if you're a Stark Spidey player, the one with Doctor Strange, it gives you a 400% shock at the start of the fight. And it does pretty good damage. It's not just Cosmic Defenders he is good against. He can punch up, across, and down, good in short, long, medium fights. I can't recommend this character enough. That being said, we're going to wrap up the video today. Thank you so much for stopping and checking it out. If you found any of this useful, please let me know in the comments. Your like and subscribe would be appreciated. These videos do take a lot of time to make. Don't feed into the Mystic Fatigue propaganda. They just don't want you to have fun. And also, if you'd like to actively participate in Alliance Wars, please let me know in the comment section. We need more people, and I'm trying to fill at least 2 more battle groups. If you have a Discord, and a couple of rank 4 7 stars, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, bye.